Hello students, welcome back to maths class. So we are doing exercise 7b problems. Okay, 7b is having lot of questions, and in that most repeated questions are so many questions are there. That's why we are doing lot of questions from this exercise 7b, and from this definite integrals you are going to get one long question, one short question, two very short answer question. That's why we are doing lot of very short answer questions. Okay, now come to the first question. What is the first question? Find integral 0 to a x into a minus x whole to the power of n into dx. So come on, we will take this as 0 to a. This is the question, right? Find the integral 0 to a x into a minus x whole to the power of n into dx. So there is one formula 0 to a, right? F of x dx can be taken as 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. So same thing we are taking here, this value in its place 0 to a x into a minus x whole to the power of n into dx can be taken as 0 to a in x place a minus x. Here it is a, right? So a minus x into a minus of, again x is there, in its place a minus x whole to the power of n into dx. So is equal to integral 0 to a minus x, come on, a, open the brackets, minus a, minus of minus, plus x whole to the power of n into dx. Plus a minus a cancel. Now open the brackets, 0 to a, here a into x to the power of n dx minus x into x to the power of n into dx. So whenever we are having plus minus, we can take separate integrals, and for this one a is a constant, we will write outside integral 0 to a x to the power of n into dx minus, here we can write no power is there means to the power of 1. So in a product, if bases are same, power should be added, 1 plus n or n plus 1. This is integral 0 to a dx. Okay, so a into, come on, x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Once integration over, we have to write the limits on right side. Similarly, x to the power of n plus 2 by n plus 2. Once the limits are over, we have to take right side the limits. So come on, we can write a into first upper limit. So a to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 minus 0 to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Similarly, for this also a to the power of n plus 2 by n plus 2 minus 0 to the power of n plus 2 by n plus 2. Okay, so is equal to, here 0, right, to the power of, if you multiply 0 any number of times, n number of times or 1000 number of times, it is 0 only. 0 by anything is 0. So this entire value will be 0. So you will have a into a to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 minus, here also this value becomes 0. You will have a to the power of n plus 2 by n plus 2. So again same thing, in a product if bases are same, power should be added, a to the power of 1 plus n plus 1, that is n plus 2 by n plus 1 minus a to the power of n plus 2 by n plus 2. So come on, which value we can take outside? A to the power of n plus 2 can be taken common, it is common value, right? So we can write 1 by n plus 1 minus 1 by n plus 2 is equal to a to the power of n plus 2 into, come on, n plus 1 into n plus 2. Here we can take n plus 2 minus of n plus 1. So is equal to a to the power of n plus 2 downwards n plus 1 into n plus 2 upwards n plus 2 open the brackets minus n minus 1 plus n minus n cancel. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 into a to the power of n plus 2 is a to the power of n plus 2 by n plus 1 n plus 2. That is the answer of your question, first question. Okay, so now come to the second question. Observe the second question. So first time you got into this form. Which form? Product form, or we can say that as integration by parts. We will say if it is in the product form, we have to integrate by parts, it is called. There is one standard formula. What is that? Integral product form u into v dx is equal to, how we have to take the product form in integrals means, first u will be as it is, we have to integrate v value minus, we have to differentiate the u value into integral v value whole dx. This is called the formula by parts, integration by parts they will say, or product form formula. So here also we are having product of two terms, isn't it? If it is plus minus, we will take separate integrals and we will apply the formulas. But here product form is there, x into sin x is there. That means we have to follow this formula. This is the formula whenever product form is there in integrals. In differentiation, that is different. In integrals, this is the formula when two values are given in product form. So therefore, now you take integral 0 to pi by 2 x into sin x dx. So how we will take? We will take x integral sin x dx, okay, and the limits are 0 to pi by 2 minus integral d by dx of x integral sin x dx whole dx, okay. So here your limits are 0 to pi by 2. So is equal to x into integral sin x. Integral sin x value is minus cos x. Minus cos x. We have to write the limits right side. Okay. So minus 0 to pi by 2. D by dx of x is 1. Integral sin x is minus cos x into dx. So is equal to plus of minus minus x cos x. We can write this as 0 to pi by 2. Here also minus of minus plus integral 0 to pi by 2 cos x into dx. So integral cos x is sin x, isn't it? So integral cos x value is sin x, and here you can apply the upper limit in x place, upper limit, then minus lower limit. So come on, minus will be outside. Now pi by 2 cos of pi by 2 minus lower limit 0 into cos 0, okay, plus this is a sin x. Integral cos x is sin x, 0 to pi by 2. So is equal to minus pi by 2 cos 90 is 0, okay, minus 0 into cos 0 is 1 plus it is sin 90 pi by 2 minus sin 0, upper limit minus lower limit. So 0 pi by 2 into 0, 0, 0 into anything 0. So this total value will be 0, and sin 90 is 1, sin 0 is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. This is the answer of your question. Okay. So this is called solving the problem by integration by parts. If product form is there, right, x into sin x is there, u into v form we have to take and we have to apply the formula. Okay, so now come to the next question. What is your next question? Third question. Observe carefully. We are having minus a to a, the limits. First, in this definite integral, we have to observe the limits. Sometimes 0 to a form, sometimes a to b form, isn't it? Integral a to b. Sometimes they can give like this also, minus a to a. So, come on, take this third question. What is your third question? It is given that integral minus a to a x square plus root of a square minus x square into dx. This is the given question to you. So, two terms are there, in the middle plus sign is there. So, we have to take separate integrals. So, come on, how we can take? It is minus a to a x square dx plus minus a to a root of a square minus x square dx. Two terms are there, in the middle plus is there. So, we can take separate integrals. Okay. So, now observe, this is x square and this is root of a square minus x square. Both are even functions. What is the meaning of even function? In the given equation, if we substitute minus x in place of x, then also it remains the same, then that function is called even function. If f of minus x is equal to f of x, then that function is called even function. That means in the given problem, given question, wherever x is there, if we substitute minus x and it remains as it is, there will be no change in it, in that function, in that question, then that is called even function. See, whenever square is there for x, if you take minus x whole square is x square only, minus into minus plus only. That's why here x square is there, here also x square is there. That means these two functions are even functions. Okay, these two functions are even functions, and there is one formula. What is that? Integral minus a to a. Why we are discussing about this even function means there is one formula, in that we will take even function and odd function. What is that? Integral minus a to a f of x dx can be taken as 2 times of integral 0 to a f of x dx if f of x is even function. If f of x is even function, otherwise if it is odd, its value is 0. F of x is odd. Getting my point? If the function is even, this integral changes to equals to 2 into integral 0 to a f of x dx. Suppose the function is odd, this integral becomes 0. So, here since x square and root of a square minus x square both are even. Why even? In both the values, both the functions, x is in terms of x square. So, in place of x, if we substitute minus x, what happens? Minus x whole square, minus into minus plus only. Okay. So, for that sake, these are even. So, what happens to these values now? So, this becomes 2 times of 0 to a x square dx. This also 2 times of 0 to a, right, root of a square minus x square. So, this is 1. Therefore, from 1, right, what happens to your value? Otherwise, you write once again minus a to a x square dx plus minus a to a. What is that? Root of a square minus x square dx can be taken as, how we can take? 2 times of 0 to a x square dx plus 2 times of, come on, 0 to a root of a square minus x square dx. So normal integrals, 2 into x square, x to the power of n form. Integral x to the power of n is x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. 2 plus 1, 3 by 3. Okay, 0 to a plus 2 into, it is a standard formula we used so many times, isn't it? So what is that formula? So it is x into root of a square minus x square by 2 plus a square by 2 into sine inverse of x by a. It is very standard formula in integrals. Integral root of a square minus x square is equal to this formula. Once we have taken formula, we have to take the limits on right side. Okay, so now in x place first upper limit and in y place you take lower limit. So it is a cube minus 0 cube. Okay, plus here 2 into, first in x place you take a, what happens? A into root of a square minus x square by 2 plus a square by 2. In x place, here x is there, here also x is there. So we can take a square and sine inverse a by a minus, in x place we have to take 0 now, 0 into root of a square minus 0 square by 2, okay, plus a square by 2 sine inverse 0 by a. Okay, first in the given function we have to take in x place a, next in x place 0 we have to take. So this one is 0, a cube minus 0 is a cube, so it is 2a cube by 3 plus 2 into, what happens? Here a square minus a square, 0, 0 into anything, 0 by anything, 0 only. So now this one is a square by 2 sine inverse 1, a by a is 1 minus 0, same thing, 0 into anything, 0, 0 by anything is 0. Okay, so next minus a square by 2, come on, sine inverse of 0. Okay, so is equal to 2a cube by 3 plus 2, open the brackets, a square by 2 sine inverse, what I said, whenever inverse is there we have to write inside also in terms of sine only, that is sine pi by 2. Okay, next this is 0 and here we can write minus 2 into a square by 2 sine inverse of sine 0 is 0. Okay, so come on, is equal to 2a cube by 3, 2 cancel, it is a square, sine inverse sine also cancel, it is pi by 2. Okay, and this one sine inverse sine cancel, 0, 0 into anything is 0. So that is the answer of your question. So be careful while doing this problem, 4 marks question, this one, right? So observe, the limits are minus a to a are given to you. Whenever limits are given like this, negative value, same limit but one is negative, one is positive. If limits are given in that form, then we have to check whether the function is even or not. If it is even function, then that value will be equals to 2 times of 0 to a f of x dx. If the function is odd, the value of this integrals becomes 0. Then you can ask a question, how we will know the function is even or the function is odd. In the given question, right, wherever x is there, you substitute minus x and simplify, then it remains as it is, then it is even. That means if f of minus x is equal to f of x, then it is even function. Suppose it changes, then it is not even function, it will be odd function. If we substitute minus x in x place, the value of the equation remains as it is, then it is called even function. So, if it is even function, that value will be 2 times of 0 to a f of x dx. Suppose it is odd function, we will consider that value, entire value is equal to 0. In this problem, your two values are even functions, right. So, that is why 2 times of those functions. Then normal formula, integral x to the power of n formula is taken, and integral root of a square minus x square formula is taken. So, its formula is this one. Okay. So many times we used integral root of a square minus x square is equal to this one. Okay. So, after writing that, right side we have to write the limits. Next, in x place, first you substitute upper limit minus lower limit. Okay. So, that is your third question. And the fourth question, see the fourth question, it is a direct question, isn't it? What is that? Directly formula is given to you, just bounds you have to substitute. Bounds means limits you have to substitute. Observe, what is that? Integral 0 to a 1 by x square plus a square dx. What is the formula of integral 1 by x square plus a square? Come on, 1 by a into tan inverse x by a is the formula. Once it is taken, you take the limits on right side. First in x place, upper limit, right. So, 1 by a tan inverse a by a. Next, lower limit, that is 1 by a tan inverse of 0 by a is the value. So, is equal to 1 by a tan inverse of 1 minus 1 by a tan inverse of 0. So, what I said, if we get tan inverse, sine inverse of some value, inside that value we have to take in terms of tan only, so that tan inverse tan will get cancelled. So, instead of 1, we have to write tan value. Instead of 0, we have to write the value in terms of tan only. How we will write? We can write this as tan inverse of tan 45 pi by 4, right. Similarly, 1 by a tan inverse of, come on, tan 0 we can write. Tan 0 is 0. So, is equal to tan inverse tan cancel, 1 by a pi by 4. Minus 1 by a, that is 0. So, is equal to pi by 4a is the answer of this question. Okay. So, almost I think 2-3 problems left in this exercise. With that we will finish our definite integrals. I think you are perfect with all these. That means almost we got all the formulas, all the methods till now, right. And some methods are repeated, formulas also repeated. Okay. So, practice these problems perfectly. Okay. That is all for today. Have a nice day.